Hi, and welcome back to our kitchen. Come on in and sit right down. I'm going to cook you a nice little breakfast. Sheet pans are the way to go. If there's just the two of you, one dish, one pan, that's it. Well, actually, I lied. There's a bowl to mix the vegetables. You could put anything in these. I decided on potatoes because I needed to get rid of some. These are a white potato that I dice small, and I left the skins on because you want them to get crispy. I have one Poblano pepper. You can use a green pepper if you want. If you don't like poblanos, they're just a little bit more spicy, but not for me because I like them a whole lot. I have one onion that I diced, fairly big, and I have one red bell pepper that I diced. Now all these vegetables except for the onion I need to get rid of because they were getting wilty. And the poblano, actually, I buy them and I freeze them. And then when I need them, I take them out and take the seeds out, cut them up, and I'm not taking the skin off, but I am enjoying them a whole lot. Now first of all, we have everything in a bowl that I need to mix up. I'm going to add some olive oil. You can use any kind of oil you want. Avocado. That's about 2 tablespoons. And here I also have some frozen jalapenos that were in a can. And rather than throw the can away with the jalapenos in it, I froze them. Just in a little baggie. And I'm going to put some of those in there. Just a little bit. Let me zip this back up so they won't run out. I actually have them double bagged. I don't know why I did that. Oh, I know, because I put the poblano in there to thaw out. Okay, anyway, next I'm going to have ranch dressing. Now this is my homemade ranch dressing because I can't have dairy. But if you can have dairy, pull the ranch dressing mix out of your cupboard and use a packet of that. Actually, one packet is 2 tablespoons. I'm only going to use a tablespoon today. So you might want to just use a tablespoon out of your packet and use the rest of the packet for seasoning other things too. I found that this is really great for other recipes. And I put the description on my last video, the Mississippi chicken. So I'll tag that at the bottom so you can go over there and get the recipe for my gluten-free, dairy-free ranch dressing mix. Okay. Now remember, if you're using a packet, there's a lot of salt in there. I'm holding back on the salt today because this has a little bit in it. Just a little. And this is taco seasoning. And it's going to have salt in it also. I'm going to use a tablespoon of taco seasoning. And a little bit of garlic powder. Now there's garlic powder in the ranch dressing mix. And I'm sure it's in, well, I made this taco seasoning myself, so I'm sure there's garlic in it because we love garlic. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of garlic powder in there. Now you can use diced fresh garlic if you want, but I didn't today. Now I found an optional spice. It's McCormick bacon and chive flavored seasoning, and as far as I can tell, it's gluten-free. They have a lot. McCormick does not make a lot of seasonings that are not gluten-free except for their gravy mixes or something. So I'm just going to add, I'm going to do a ½ teaspoon of this because I know it's got salt in it too. So therefore I'm not adding any salt today. And if you don't have one of these ingredients, leave it out. Maybe you have something else you like. I'm going to mix all this up. I've got my oven heating over there at 425 because we want to roast these potatoes pretty good. We want them done. And you want to mix the oil over, all over. The oil is going to help it crisp up. Now, before I was dairy free, I actually made some recipes with potatoes, which is the ranch dressing out of the container, the liquid. And the oil in it was like the oil in these olive oil. And so you wouldn't want to add any olive oil to that. Just use the ranch dressing mix, or ranch dressing out of a bottle. I probably used about 2 or 3 tablespoons of that when I could have dairy. Okay, now I have my sheet pan. I have it covered in nonstick foil. I also sprayed it because that's just me. I mean, if it's nonstick foil, you shouldn't have to spray it, but I do. And I'm going to dump this out. Heavy bowl. Okay. Set that over there, and I'm going to spread this out. Now we want it not laying on top of each other because we want it to cook evenly. So I'm going to spread it out to where the potatoes are pretty well not on top of each other. And then, to top this off, I have breakfast sausages. Just sausages for breakfast, and I'm going to lay those on top. I want to lay them on top first, and then I'll shove them down in to where they can touch the foil and cook that way. Just want to get them out of the packet. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to use my hands. They're clean. I've been washing them all day. And I'm just going to shove these sausages down in the vegetables to where they're on the foil. It's not hard. You might get your hands a little greasy from the oil, but this is going to come out really good. One sheet, a bowl, and that's it. Easy cleanup. And with the foil, it's even easier to pull the foil off. There still will be probably some that olive oil that seeps into the cracks in the foil down here. Almost done. Okay. Now we're going to wait till the oven heats up to 425. We're going to roast it for about 30 to 40 minutes. Checking on it about 15 minutes. You might want to turn the sausages and stir the vegetables. So I'll be back when it's done. Okay, it's done. First step is done. It actually went 30 minutes. And now I'm going to try something that I think will work. This is the thing about cooking. I'm going to add eggs. I'm going to do one at a time. I made a hole on the cookie sheet, and I put it in here because I want the spigot, or the, you know what I mean. Easy way to pour it out. That's good, good, good. Okay, let me scrunch that back together a little bit. There's a shell. Okay. I'm just going to put them in like this. And another one here. Now I've lowered the oven to 375. I'm going to say these are going to take about 5 minutes. I probably should have had some salt and pepper, but I'm going to pass on that because the rest of the stuff has salt and pepper. Okay, this is what it looks like when it's done. I added the eggs. They actually went 7 minutes instead of 5. And now I'll show you how to plate it up. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to plate this up for you and taste it. This was easy, so try it. Like I said, you can add whatever vegetables you want, whatever meat you want. If you want bacon, bake that in the oven first. Take some of the grease off the bottom of the pan, then put your vegetables on. And then when it's done, you can cut your bacon up for your dish. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of the sausages out of here, put them on a plate by themselves. I did sprinkle some cilantro over the top. The recipe calls for parsley. I don't have any parsley, so I'm going to get the egg out. Oh, perfect. I actually got extra sausage. And then go for the vegetables. It looks so good. I think I told you that this actually went 40 minutes for the bake on the vegetables. I wanted to make sure that the potatoes weren't crunchy. So now I'm going to taste it for you. Like I say, I didn't add any salt to it because the seasonings have salt in them. So let's see what we got here. Hot. Hot. Very good. Awesome for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Please subscribe to my channel. Push the bell button. And if you have any comments, let me know. If you have any recipes you want to see, put them in there and I'll try to make them for you. So I'm going to see you next time. Bye.